Okay, step 6 in the home buying process is our renegotiation phase. Now, the renegotiation phase doesn't happen in every transaction, but it does come up from time to time, and usually those occur if we happen to find something during all the previous steps that we've taken up to this point that we either didn't know about or we've uncovered during like our inspection, for example, and it comes time for us to essentially negotiate what we're going to do about those things. And I do want to kind of go over the way that we approach these. And so again, as we're looking at the home inspection or the pest inspection, along with the disclosures, if we happen to see anything that we didn't know about before, or a new issue has been revealed to us, or the home inspection came up with something that there's an issue that we want to address, we're going to make what's called a request for repairs. And this is a document that I will help put together for you, and we can approach this in one of 3 different ways. We can request that the seller make the repairs, we can ask them to give us a credit for the repairs, or we can ask them to reduce the purchase price. So number 2, asking for the repairs or asking them to reduce the purchase price for the repairs, are in lieu of them making the repairs themselves. Now, we usually like to try to do numbers 2 and 3, and the reason for this is because it's kind of better that it's something that we're in control of, because we don't know who the seller is going to hire for it. We don't know the quality of the work, whether they're licensed and insured, or if it's going to be warranted and that sort of thing. So I would rather get you the money, or get the money back into your pocket, so that you can work with someone who you know, like, and trust in order to make those repairs yourself. So again, we will work together in order to come up with what we want to do in that request for repairs. We will make that to the seller, and then it becomes a negotiation from there. Same thing with the appraisal. When we get the appraisal back, but if the appraisal does come in lower, we have a couple of options here. We can either just cover the difference ourselves, we can request that the seller reduce the purchase price, or we end up somewhere in the middle. Now, in either scenario, when we're making these requests for repairs, or if we're asking for a change in the terms of the purchase agreement, in relation to the appraisal, this is actually an area that I love to work in. I love the renegotiation phase. If it happens, I'm pretty darn good at it. But if it happens to turn out where we don't get the outcome that we want, it might be an opportunity, for you to walk away from the transaction. Now, this will all be in relation to our contingency periods and making sure that we are doing these things and going through this negotiation phase before we need to remove those contingencies and make your deposit non-refundable. I want to make sure that you understand that we do have various options when it comes to making requests for repairs, and anything that we have identified in the disclosures, the home inspection, pest inspection, any other inspections that we've done, as well as the appraisal. So again, if you have any questions about this, do not hesitate to call me. We will step through it together and address it if we need to. This is step number 6 in the home buying process.